Sunshine Studio presents 15 body language signs he's flirting with you. Being able to tell if a guy is flirting with you can be as difficult as taking your first algebra class. After all, it can take a lot of courage for a guy to straight up admit he's into you without shying away or trying to hide it. And let's not forget about those dreaded mixed signals he gives when he's nervous around you, but body language can never lie. So, if you're having difficulty understanding what he really means when he stares into your eyes across the dinner table, then you'll find it helpful to learn about the classic body language signs that he's flirting. That's right, the days of guesswork and texting your girlfriends to ask for their advice are over. Now you can become the expert on male body language and know right away if he's interested, or just being a friend. Number 15. His posture is relaxed. One of the first signs of male body language that suggests he's flirting with you is his posture. If his posture is relaxed, such as standing or sitting with his feet apart, it suggests he's trying to take on a macho stance to try and impress you. It's a biological kind of thing. A relaxed posture can also mean he's comfortable and at ease with you, which is always a good thing, but can also be a sign he sees you as more of a friend. To find out if his posture means he's flirting with you or not, be sure to pay attention to the rest of his body language. Number 14. He licks his lips. If a guy licks his lips a few times while you're hanging out, it could mean he's into you. That's because your mouth naturally produces more saliva when you're attracted to someone. So, if he licks his lips a few times during your conversation, he's flirting with you on a subconscious level. Be sure to keep your eye out for this body language sign though, as it can easily go unnoticed. As long as he's not a creepazoid, his lip licking will be done in a quick and subtle manner. Number 13. His pupils are dilated. Have you ever heard of bedroom eyes before? They have everything to do with dilated pupils. Dilated pupils are a subconscious sign of physical and psychological attraction and pleasure. To find out if he's flirting with you, casually gaze into his eyes and note the size of his pupils. If he isn't flirting with you, there's a good chance his pupils will be contracted. Of course, there is an exception to this flirting sign. His pupils will automatically dilate in the dark, so be sure to read the signs his pupils give off in a lighter environment. Number 12. He gives you eye contact. When a guy is flirting with you, he'll almost always give you consistent eye contact. Plus, it's the perfect opportunity for you to check out the size of his lovey-dovey dilated pupils. Now, that's not to say he glances at you a few times here and there, but that he looks into your eyes for at least 3 to 5 seconds during a conversation. Maintaining eye contact is a sign that he feels connected to you and finds you interesting. It may also be his way of trying to find out what your body language has to say. Number 11. He touches your knee. I think we can all agree that any guy who affectionately tries to get your attention with a cute gesture is flirting with you. But when a guy lightly touches your knee, it's not only his way of flirting with you, but also testing your response to his affection. Since subtle physical touch can insinuate both flirting or just the desire to have physical contact with you, you may have to read between the lines when it comes to this body language sign. A slower, gentle touch, perhaps accompanied by a smile, is what you want to look for when it comes to flirting. Number 10. He stands close to you. A flirtatious man knows no personal bubble. If a guy is flirting with you, he'll stand closer to you in a way that may make you feel he's in your personal space. So, when you're standing in line at Starbucks together, take a look at the distance he leaves between both of you to find out if he's flirting with you. The less distance he leaves, the more he's into you. The same goes for walking. If he's into you, he won't walk ahead of you. Instead, he'll walk closely next to you. This is how you can tell if he's flirting with you, even if he doesn't reach for your hand just yet. Number 9. He leans in towards you. The next time you're out for dinner or coffee with a guy, and you want to know if he's flirting with you, take a look at his stance from across the table. In a noisy environment, he may automatically lean closer to you to hear what you're saying, but if it's quiet enough for him to hear you, and he's still leaning in, it's a sure sign he's flirting with you and that he's paying attention to what you're saying. Leaning in towards you also suggests he wants to be closer to you, too. Number 8. He runs his hands through his hair. When a guy repeatedly runs his hands through his hair, it can mean one of two things: he's flirting with you, he's nervous, or both. And if he does feel nervous around you, it still likely means he's into you. But from a flirtatious standpoint, running his fingers through his hair is his way of trying to look good for you. He may run his hands through his hair consciously or subconsciously, but either way, it's a sure sign that he cares what you think and wants to impress you. Number 7. He fixes or plays with your hair. Another sure sign that he's flirting with you is if he runs his fingers through your hair. If you have a strand of hair in your face and he takes the initiative to move it out of the way, it could mean that he doesn't want there to be any barriers between either of you. Running his hands through your hair is also a sign that he cares about you and wants you to feel nurtured by him. Aww. It doesn't get any more flirtatious than that. Number 6. He uses hand gestures when he talks to you. Sure, many people use hand gestures to get their point or enthusiasm across in a conversation. But frequent hand gestures are also a sign of flirting. When a guy is into a girl, he'll often use hand gestures to try and capture her attention while he's speaking. But don't worry if he doesn't use any hand gestures. If he's got a shy and more laid-back personality, he may not use his hands to communicate as much. Instead, search for his other body language signs such as dilated pupils and eye contact. Number 5. He goes out of his way to be chivalrous. In a time where chivalry is said to be dead, gestures such as opening the car door for you earn him extra bonus points. And in most cases, he's also flirting with you. Whether he offers up his jacket, pulls out his chair for you, or walks ahead of you to get the door, he's flirting with you and wants you to know it. Since these gestures are all considered flirting, it's also very important to make sure you let him make those gestures. If you deny his jacket on a cold night, or open the door for yourself when he's about to, he may take it as a sign that you don't need him, or that you're not into him. After all, men tend to only go out of their way for women they truly take an interest in. Number 4. He sits close to you. If he wants to be same-side sitters, let him. It means he's flirting with you. If a guy sits next to you, rather than across from you at a restaurant or coffee shop, it means he's into you. It's his way of showing he doesn't want any distance, and enjoys being close to you. A flirting rule of thumb: the less distance he leaves between you, the more he's flirting with you. So, the next time you're out for a meal together, take a look at where he decides to sit. And don't worry if it's across from you at first. Some guys can be shy to make a bold move, such as sitting right next to you in the beginning. But if he angles his chair to be closer to you, that's a sure sign he's feeling your vibe. Number 3. He stands up straight. If a guy is slouchy when you're together, it could just mean he has bad posture. But it could also mean he's not totally sold on you. On the other hand, when he's trying to impress you, he'll usually have great posture as a way of trying to appear taller, stronger, and in general, more macho. When he's standing up tall, he's also offering up a sense of protection over you. When he wants to protect you, it usually means he wants to protect other men from coming in contact with you too. And what better way to know he's into you than when he doesn't want anyone else to get their hands on you? Number 2. He tries to make himself more presentable. It's obvious that if a man puts effort into his physical appearance, he's trying to impress you. But when his body language suggests he's trying to puff out his chest or suck in his stomach, it's his way of trying to appear more physically attractive and masculine while you're together. Calvin Klein's and sensual cologne aside. To find out if he's flirting with you, be sure to take note of him trying to change his physical appearance while he's walking beside you, or sitting across from you. If he does, it means he wants you to be attracted to him, and that he's trying to flirt with you. Number 1. He points his hands, feet, or legs towards you. If he's flirting with you, he'll point his hands, feet, or legs in your direction. When he's angled towards you, it suggests he's focused on you, and is trying to be closer to you. It's said that people tend to point their feet and legs towards the direction they want to go in. So, it only makes sense that if he's into you, he'll mostly be facing your direction. He may do this by angling his chair closer to your direction, or even extend his legs under the table, closer to you without you even noticing. So be sure to check for his body language signs, even when they could be hidden. There you have it. 15 body language signs he's flirting with you. Thanks for watching.
Bye!